and it's the entire album. Like,
Okay.
it's the full album.
Yeah. That's so sick. For free?
So,
For
for
free.
free.
For free.
For free.
That's a win.
Bitch, all I had to do was ask a question.
Good for you.
That's what I do. Actually, I don't ask enough questions. I think that's one of my biggest downfalls is that I don't ask enough questions. Anyways, not for the time and place. We need to record.
I already started. You didn't know. Yeah, it's fine.
It's just so okay.
The little wheeze. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Show off your reusable tumblers.
Not a Stanley because we don't support Stanley here, but
No Stanleys. No Stanleys here. Simple, modern, and reduce only.
Bleh.
Wait, Ronnie, it kind of froze. It keeps on freezing for you, but like you keep on freezing in like serve position. You keep on like.
Okay, at least I'm serving.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy because we're literally totally fine on my end. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the storms, the snow.
Snar. Literally started snowing out of nowhere.
Yes. Okay. Are we ready? That's the question.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome back, my frisky friends. You've just tuned in to Rambling About Things I Read on Reddit. Podcast where I do just that. I'm your host, Brandon Amore.
And I'm your co-host, Ronnie Red.
Today, we're taking the story of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium under the knife. So,
we're taking place at Wizards of Waverly Place.
Can you let me finish the intro?
Sorry. I was gonna forget it if I didn't say it.
Fine. Today, we're taking the story of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium under the knife. It's fine because that's my first thought too. That is the first thing that I thought when I found out about this. So clutch those antidepressants, reschedule those lobotomies, and just wiggle in your straight jackets, because you might just earn yourself a spot in Grippy Sock Haven over these facts. Think about it.
Guys,
Think about
Brandon writes this, okay? So just know that you guys are probably just as amused as I am of the adjectives that he chooses and the words that he chooses.
Yes. So, what do you think of it so far? I literally haven't told you anything. It's called the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Do you know what that means?
No. No, just kidding.
Okay. Well, this is the rise of a sanatorium. So,
okay.
I'm going to talk about this. We'll give some background and context. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, sanitariums and sanatoriums are two types of health facilities. You'll hear a lot about them in a lot of these cases that we end up talking about because they are... One is used as, I think, I'll just read it. The definition of the words is often not clear. However, with a few exceptions, sanatoriums with an or served people with tuberculosis, and sanitariums with an air were for people with a variety of illnesses who needed to convalesce. There are additional spellings for two words, but the or is the key to identifying tuberculosis sanatorium.
Okay, actually, I did know what that meant.
Then why did you
Because I
say
remember
it?
them talking about. I remember them talking about it on Ghost Adventures.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I love
That's how I
Ghost
remember.
Adventures. Senior Zach.
Still love him though.
You still love him?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah, I do. Forever. That's
I
like
mean,
that's my childhood crush. Like, come on.
I understand. The hair is what throws me off, though.
His American Crew gel that he used.
American Crew
used.
smells good, though, so I'm okay with it. American Crew is also, like, the main hair product that they would sell at Great Clips.
Yeah,
So,
like,
Zach Bagans is a Great Clips kind of guy. In my opinion.
he is. No, like, actually, I'm thinking about it, and I can imagine him sitting in that chair. Like, I can imagine just walking in Great Clips, and he's there. Like,
I like the thing is, if he smells like American Crew, I'm like, you are a walking Great Clips. Like that is the definition of like a Great Clips man.
things could be different now. I feel like he, like, I don't know. I feel like he might have worked with them or something, but I'm
Great
unsure.
Clips?
Not Great Clips, American Crew. Yeah, he worked with Great Clips. If you just put the code Bagans20 at checkout.
Literally, Movie Star Planet, right? That's your user?
No, mine is Miss Bagans90.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to Wizards of Waverly Place.
What is this place? All I know is tuberculosis, Wizards of Waverly Place, and Zach Bagans so far.
And you're kind of onto something, so let's get into it. Waverly Hills stands as a stark reminder of the early 20th century struggle against tuberculosis, then known as the White Plague or consumption. As the disease ravaged Jefferson County, Kentucky, a new hospital opened its doors in 1910. This initial sanatorium was a modest two-story structure offering treatment to around 40 to 50 patients.
That's really small.
No, yeah, I know. They're just like that. Well, I mean, okay, was about to make a hee hee ha ha about them, but then now that I think about it, it's like, if you didn't have the infrastructure for it, that's...
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Kentucky.
Two-story structure to have 40 to 50 patients, that's better than nothing.
It's Kentucky. So that's why I'm like, okay, true. That makes sense. That would actually make more sense. And then I was like, the time of tuberculosis. Oh wait, what was it? When was it again?
What the new this hospital opened its doors in 1910.
Oh, okay. 1910. Sometimes I hear tuberculosis and I'm like, oh, the 1800s.
Yes. So I mean, that's it's fine.
Don't.
The fight against tuberculosis necessitated a growth. Oh my god, that was too hard. The fight against tuberculosis necessitated growth. A significant expansion project began in 1924, culminating in a 5-story building capable of housing over 400 patients. Ironically, this expansion coincided with the discovery of streptomyces. Oh my god. Didn't mean to just die. The discovery.
Or did you?
Guys, don't read the words out loud. You will contract it. The discovery of streptomycin, a revolutionary antibiotic that significantly reduced tuberculosis cases. By 1961, the decline in patients necessitated the closure of Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Sorry, I laughed because my camera moved. Just abruptly out of nowhere, and I didn't even move. So it went from 40 to 400?
Yeah, they used to be able to have 40 to 50 patients, and they expanded the hospital a lot, because plague.
Yeah.
So it was very necessary for them to be able to do this. There were a lot of deaths there. Hold on, I need to look this up because I can find out. I can find out.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
Yes. It is believed that it is believed that 50,000 to 63,000 people died there. During its time.
Gee. Oh. Golly gee, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it became huge. I'm trying to reference it. It was like the size of a public high school, honestly.
Actually,
In some
yeah,
ways.
that would make sense.
'Cause
I get that.
yeah. So it looks pretty ominous. We'll get to some pictures and stuff later. I'll have to send you the links as we do this so you can check them out. We'll look through them at the same time.
Beautiful, wonderful. Beautiful, 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 and
That was crazy, dude.
Dude, kind of ate that. Hold on.
Were we in time with each other just now on your end?
No.
Well, on my end we were. So maybe it did it. So
Okay, so as long as it gets out on your side, it's fine.
Following its closure as a sanatorium, Waverly Hills embarked on a series of transformations. In 1962, it reopened as the Woodhaven Geriatric Center, a nursing home for elderly patients. Unfortunately, Woodhaven faced issues with understaffing and overcrowding, ultimately leading to its closure by the state in 1982 due to neglect. The subsequent decades saw a series of unfulfilled plans for the vast space, including proposals to convert it into a prison, apartments, or even the site for the world's tallest statue of Jesus Christ. There is no end to what they thought this building could do.
Dude.
Honestly. Well, actually, would you want to build a really large statue of Jesus Christ on basically like an unintentional burial site of so many people?
I don't even think Jesus would want that.
Yeah, no. I think that too.
Like, I don't know. Ooh. Wow. It's awesome. Oh, okay. So, if you were gonna build a tall statue of someone, who would it be?
Oh. Dolly.
That's real.
Dolly.
That's real. You like actually build a.
I do not mean the Dalai Lama. I am referring to Dolly Parton. To clarify.
No, actually, you were just referring to an actual dolly.
I was referring to Doll-E AI image generator.
Dude, straight up, literally sure. Anyways, get back to this. Get back to this.
Are we sure we want to get back to?
Well, I want to know. I want to know more. I want to know more. I want to know more.
Okay, so this title comes from a deep place.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The body shoot and historical context.
Read that one more time.
The body shoot, CHUTE, and historical context.
The body shoot. Okay. Continue.
One of the sanatorium's more intriguing features is the body chute, a tunnel built into the first floor. Originally used to transport supplies and patients, it later... Oh my gosh.
Not again.
Originally used to transport supplies and patients, it later served a more somber purpose. During a time without antibiotics, the mortality rate from tuberculosis was very, very, very high. To maintain patient morale, the sanatorium discreetly transported deceased patients through the body chute, keeping the process out of sight. This tunnel even served as temporary air raid shelter during World War II.
Oh.
Yeah.
What could this building not do? At this point, like, I feel like this building got everything. They were like, we should build a Costco here. For sure. They thought about it.
Oh wait, okay. I was watching these TikToks about the types of ocean floor, or the different types of ocean floor, and people were saying that most of it was like very barren. And then that was in a TikTok, and then the entire comment section was just people saying this would be a great spot to put a Walmart parking lot. You should put a Costco here.
Dude, love saying that. Love seeing something beautiful and being like, this would be a really good spot to have a restaurant.
Honestly, that's happening in the Philippines. They're doing lithium mining.
Oh.
I mean,
it's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, guys. What the fuck is happening?
It's okay.
I know. I just don't know what to say.
I'm not saying it's okay. It's not.
It's not okay.
That's terrible for the environment.
Yeah.
And terrible for the Philippines. There should be more protections on that. Anyways.
They deserve better.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, hold on. Let's talk about this growth for a second. Because they went from 1910, a 2-story structure for 40 to 50 patients, to a 5-story building that could hold about 400 patients. And, of course, after that, once it closed by around 1961, turning into the Woodhaven Geriatric Center. I can't say geriatric without thinking of Jerry the Mouse.
No, I literally thought of the same exact thing.
We had a mouse named Jerry. Well, we named it Jerry. Mostly me naming it Jerry.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Okay, like, also context, like, oh wait, no, I was, because I saw it, but then you just, okay, yeah, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. Continue.
So, I was in an apartment in Boston with my roommate Nate, and there were, well, okay, no, there were not a lot of mice, but we had a mouse problem for sure. Thank God it wasn't rats, because Boston rats are scary, because Boston rats are the size of raccoons.
Yeah, they're like,
maybe not as big as New York rats though. I feel like New York rats are just people. But it was just running around a lot. There were a lot of times when we were just trying to hang out, and it would just run across the floor, and we would see it, and then we would stand on my bed because we didn't want to have our feet on the floor exposed to the mice.
Yeah, it got really scary. And guys, it's not like the apartment was like a mess. It was literally because there was a hole in the wall near the kitchen.
Yeah,
like that's literally why.
That's on the landlord.
So
because, like, okay, we had our stove and it was in a corner area, And right by that corner area, there was a large, like 8-inch hole in the wall, and it just wasn't covered by anything, and I didn't know what it was for. But we're pretty sure that mice would come in from there all the time, and it was very frustrating because we kept our apartment very clean. We swept very often. Like, Ronnie can attest. It was a nice place. We did a good job of cleaning it and
For
maintaining
real.
it too. Actually, no, it was not a nice place. We just did a good job of maintaining it. That's it.
Yeah. Like,
anyways, we were setting up mouse traps because we didn't want to use glue traps because that's a lot more unethical and just kind of sad. Either way, it's sad, but you know, at least this way it's faster. So we had the mouse traps, and we were able to catch it, and we named it Jerry for geriatric.
yep. And then we also named a dog in Minecraft that.
Yes, because we.
No, wait, not a dog. It was one of my cats.
Yes, because we miss Jerry.
Yeah,
we like to think
we
that
do.
a cat took Jerry.
We need to play that again. I need to play Minecraft soon.
Yeah, we'll get back on Minecraft as soon as possible. As soon as humanly possible. As soon as humanly possible.
Truth. Speak that.
Truth.
Truth.
A bit of a man. I scrolled up to like refresh and like talk about some. Okay.
That's so true. I'm gonna open my drink.
Wait, is that yes? Today, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is a popular destination for paranormal investigators and ghost hunters. Legends abound, fueled by reports of unexplained phenomena such as disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and feelings of being watched have been reported.
I hate the feeling of being watched. That actually like freaks me out.
While some remain skeptical, the undeniable weight of history and human suffering hangs heavy within the sanatorium's walls. Because, I mean, it's true. The fact that... I don't like that they have a place that they can be like, there's a body shoot.
That's like... I don't like that. What if I don't like the body shoot? Guys, get it
I know that
out.
they can't control that it happened. It's very sad. But...
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I feel like that just makes it worse. Oh God. Who's been there?
Who's been there?
Has it been like
Adventures.
I was gonna say- Classic.
Zach Bacons has been there. Zach Bacons has been there.
Yay! Of course he has. Of course he has.
Okay, so paranormal investigators have utilized tools like electromagnetic field detectors, EMF detectors, and infrared cameras in their investigations, while some report unusual findings like fluctuations in electromagnetic activity or temperature. The scientific community generally views such evidence with caution, requiring rigorous verification and control experiments. So, I mean, like all of the cases that we've talked about, the hauntings brought up in them are, you know,
Yeah.
a little frou-frou. Definitely has potential for being fluffed up because it's turned into a place for like a tourist attraction in recent years. So
Yeah, so how much could it like then it just becomes less believable when it's like a class, like when it, like they make it into like a tourist attraction, that kind of thing. So then I'm like, I feel like you guys are just saying stuff.
the thing is, I feel like we don't get any haunted reportings on places until they become haunted tourist attractions, which is, I mean, like another huge reason for skepticism to be hugely prominent in a field study like this.
Yeah. True. Sure. Oh, open mind. I opened mine.
Open mind.
Oh, open. I corrected myself after. Okay.
Okay, tell us what you have.
Opened mine. I forgot that these are the unfiltered ones. So these are accidentally 8%. Didn't mean that.
Down east, everyone. We have to talk about down east because they're really important. Would you like to do your unofficial, not sponsored ad placement?
Listen, especially now that I am going to be leaving Boston, Down East, please hit me up. I love you. You're my bae for real. I also have this strawberry one. I had the blueberry and the raspberry one. The or was it raspberry? Yeah. And those were really good. It's a cider. So if you don't know what a cider is, it's good.
Okay, think of it like champagne, but apples and
Yeah.
organic.
It's like
And
Martinelli's, but no, it's not.
yeah, and I mean
It
they also
actually
make
it's
it.
like
It's locally
yeah.
made in Boston, right?
Yeah, and like in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, not in
I don't
Boston.
know where in Massachusetts. Do you know they have like a thing in like Seaport or something?
Yeah.
But or like somewhere in East Boston. I don't know. I was
Either
like
way,
looking
they're
into it.
wonderful.
Yeah. Uh it's they have a variety of flavors. They have like seasonal ones too. And it's really fun because their cider donut ones. Oh, those ones were really, 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 really good. And yeah, I love them. And I'm gonna miss them because since they are from Massachusetts, you can only get them in the Northeast. I do not plan to live anywhere near the Northeast.
Wait, can you
And
get them on Amazon?
can I get
Cause
down
like,
east
cause I know
delivered?
that, cause
Like
like,
shipped to me,
cause it's
please.
possible. Cause I know that Costco stocks some local items, so it's possible that people in the Northeast purchase down easts and sell them on Amazon. Look right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Look
I'm
right
gonna look
now.
that up after.
No, not even
Okay,
after. Right now.
okay. Come on,
I'm giving you
Amazon.
full permission to do this right now.
Okay. Down east cider. Don't.
It's on Amazon, isn't it?
You can get it at Whole Foods. Oh, it's okay. Nope. You can only pick them up at Whole Foods or delivery from the Whole Foods here.
Get shit from across the country.
Bro, why would you do this to me?
That's like between states. It's like that's like you're gonna have to have like import taxes.
So upsetting. Also, I didn't mean the unfiltered one. I meant the overboard unfiltered. So now it's usually they're 5%. So, but this one, since it's overboard, it's 8%. But that's because I got it for when we went to Wellesley. So
Nice. I have what I standardly always have. This is the. Oh my gosh, where is it? Kirkland Hard Seltzer Mango. These ones are really nice. I prefer the mango ones. The last ones, because I mean these are basically White Claws, but I think I like the taste of these ones more, but I prefer the taste of Truly's. Oh no! Topo Chicos. Topo Chicos are the 10 out of 10. Those ones always win for me.
that's real. I really like high noons.
Yeah.
I haven't had a high noon flavor that I like don't like. Like Truly's super hit or miss.
High noon
Super.
pineapples. I don't like.
That's
I don't know why. They're just different.
okay.
They're just different.
I see. Yeah, because like Trulies are just so hit or miss. Don't like Trulies. Really, if I can avoid them, I will.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I feel like I've just overdone the Trulies at this point, you know?
The same way that you've probably overdone Pink Whitney.
Yeah.
Because I think, because you talked about that before, right? Because I was like, ooh, we should get Pink Whitney. And you did not seem happy about that at all.
Listen, you get to a point and you're just like, those days are over.
No, I think that's completely understandable.
Yeah. I still love sweet things though. Still love sweet things.
love sweet things, though.
Everyone usually thinks that my Downeast is an IPA though, and I'm like, okay, rude that you think I would drink IPAs.
IPA.
First of all,
IPA.
First of all, I don't drink IPAs.
IPA.
Sorry, I don't like beer.
I don't drink IPAs, but I feel like I like people that drink IPAs. Or I just really don't. Like they're either stinky binky or they're wonderful bunderful.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was beautiful, poetic.
Thank
Even.
you.
Are you a songwriter or something?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way, me too.
Whoa. What?
No,
You've never told me that.
I know.
Okay. We need to get back
Blessed, time to confess.
Going, let me my bed.
Blessed, time to
Okay,
confess.
Despite its
Jesus
haunting
died for you.
reputation, Ronnie.
Sorry, back. Despite its reputation.
Shush. Despite its haunting reputation, Waverly Hills Sanatorium is experiencing a hopeful chapter. Since 2001, dedicated individuals like Tina and Charlie Mattingly have undertaken the challenging task of restoring the sanatorium. Tours and a Halloween haunted house event generate revenue used to preserve the significant piece of medical history.
Okay.
Okay.
Serve.
You literally have nothing else to say aside from
Wait,
okay,
can you repeat the
sir.
Can you repeat
Because that's what you said for like every single paragraph. Like, I have a whole thing written out and I have like open space for you to talk and all you're saying is okay, serve.
I'm so sorry.
So bad.
I'm so sorry. Okay, reread it. Reread it.
What, the entire thing?
No, just no.
Despite its haunting reputation, Waverly Hills Sanatorium is experiencing a hopeful chapter. Since 2001, dedicated individuals like Tina and Charlie Mattingly have undertaken the challenging task of restoring the sanatorium. Tours and a Halloween haunted house event generate revenue used to preserve the significant piece of medical history.
Yeah, but like, what? Why do they want to preserve it so bad?
Significant piece of medical history.
That's right. 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 I literally was like,
preserve it so bad.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm not even telling.
Like, dude, actually, that's insane that I just said that.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, like, okay. Yes. Got it. I want to know, wait, do you have more history about like them?
Them? Yeah, I'll look into
Yeah.
it in a second.
Yeah, cuz I'm like, do they just like What do they do? Is there like a particular reason why? Like, obviously, I know why they chose to preserve it, but like, is there like any other reasons too? Like, I guess that's why I asked that.
Oh, it looks like there's been. Oh, there's drama.
There's drama?
I looked up Tina and Charlie Mattingly, and
Yeah.
Waverly Hills owner supports statement released by historical group protest Waverly Hills sanatorium supporting owner.
What?
There's a GoFundMe page for Waverly Hills help Charlie's defense. Hello, I'm Christina Mattingly. Hold on, wait, I need to open. I'm gonna read their GoFundMe. This is insane.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, that's so funny. They did not reach their goal. Holy crap.
What happened? What happened?
Okay. Hello,
I'm
I'm
so scared.
Christina Mattingly. I'm setting up this fundraiser to help my dad, Charlie Mattingly's legal defense. He has owned and physically worked very, very hard to make Waverly Hills Sanatorium what it is today for over 20 years. Tons of blood, sweat, and tears. The place looks amazing from all the hard work he has accomplished. This year, the current board members of the Historical Society fired and banned my mom, my brother, and my dad from his own property, then rehiring spouses and close friends for these positions. My dad is a good man. He has worked with his fingers to the bone for everything and everyone's well-being his entire life. He helps everyone he can, whenever he can. He is he is trusting to a fault. He has helped so many people who definitely didn't deserve it. Fixing people's broke down cars, lending his car, putting heat in people's houses, cutting disabled and elderly people's grass, giving loans that he knows he could never be paid back. The amount of charity he has given to so many doesn't go unnoticed. I've witnessed so much kindness from this man. Now he is 63 and everything he has worked so hard for is being taken away from him. He put all his time, efforts, and money into preserving the land and upkeep on this beautiful historical building. Ooh.
Dang. Why did they kick him out? That's so weird. What?
It looks like we are finalizing negotiations with WHHS and are happy to say that things are going wonderfully. Please come see us and help us build back Waverly. 3 years of damage and broken hearts are on the mend. We are truly grateful for every single one of you. Thank you so much. That was posted on February 12th, 2023.
What the heck? That's crazy.
So I guess they're back.
They're back. But isn't like
there's a lot of videos on that. Okay.
That's like,
wow, that's crazy.
yeah.
Well, it seems like it's been owned within the family for a while. I mean, it was.
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because I forgot that it wasn't a sanitarium.
Yeah.
So they weren't necessarily trying to abuse people. I mean, honestly, with the types of medical treatments they had at the time, there was most definitely going to be abuse somewhere.
Yeah.
So there's obviously concern with the property being owned within the family for so long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that is a bit more on them. They seem
That's actually crazy that you just stumbled upon that right now.
I know. I didn't even know that. I didn't even. That wasn't a part of what I gathered to show you.
That's actually insane.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have come to the next section. Rambling with the Redditors.
Okay. Okay.
So
wait. I'm sorry. sorry to go back real quick. One more question. When did they get like start? When did he start owning it?
When did he start owning it? One sec. Oh, I think it was 20 years. 20 years in 2022. Oh, so he was in possession of it by 2002?
Oh wait, no, you said in 2001. 2001. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Why am I forgetting all of the information that I was like, yeah, since 2001, dedicated individuals like Tina and Charlie Maddox. It was literally in my notes right in front of me as I was like, wait, hold on, I don't know. Let me.
No, it's okay. 2001. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I would
Hold
be.
on, let me
Oh, I would be
open up. I have
livid if
some
they just.
of the articles that I was reading for references that I want to. There's one that I wanted to.
There's one in particular.
Oh. Tea break. Hello.
Hello. Okay. Sorry, you like froze for a second.
No, it's okay. You froze for a second too.
What the freak?
Yes, so we are back, and I have whipped out an article by American Hauntings. The website is americanhauntingsync.com/WaverlyTB.
American
No.
what?
You're not supposed to look it up, Ronnie. I'm gonna read it to you.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I'm literally saying this for the viewers and the listeners.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this article by this article by American Hauntings is called Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Kentucky's Hospital of the Damned.
Okay.
Let's see. So treatments for tuberculosis were sometimes as bad as the disease itself. Some of the experiments that were conducted in search of a cure seem barbaric by today's standards, but others are now common practice. Patients' lungs were exposed to ultraviolet light to try and stop the spread of bacteria. This was done in sunrooms, using artificial light in place of sunlight, or on the roof or open porches of the hospital, since fresh air was thought to also be a possible cure. Patients were often placed in front of huge windows or on the open porches, no matter what the season. Old photographs show patients lounging in chairs, taking in the fresh air while literally covered with snow.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Other treatments
keep
were
going.
less pleasant and much bloodier. Balloons would be surgically implanted into the lungs and then filled with air to expand them. Needless to say, this often had disastrous results, as did an operation where muscles and ribs were removed from a patient's chest to allow the lungs to expand further and let in more oxygen. This blood-soaked procedure was seen as a last resort, and many patients did not survive it.
Yeah, I don't think you. I don't understand how you would be able to survive that. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the UV light one. Hold on.
No, like, yeah, just like opening it up and then it's like UV light. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, just deciding to shove a balloon in there.
Like, how would that? I'm trying to
I don't
think
see
of
how
like.
that's supposed to make anything better. Like, well, I mean, while I understand that we have overall, collectively, humanity has a better understanding of how diseases work now, it still kind of blows my mind that people think that just like expanding your lungs like that would do anything for them.
No, yeah. because I was just like, that's what I was thinking about. Like, who thought that this would work? Like, because I was like, I'm trying to like think and like put myself in that mindset, but I'm like, I don't think, like, I wouldn't think that that would work, like, ever. Like,
I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't try it.
I would not try
It
it.
doesn't feel like it would be the a reasonable thing to try.
Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You were gonna start floating when you blew it up, or what? Like,
They fill it with helium and they scream. It's like higher pitched.
yeah, sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks constantly.
Me when I was just trying to go to sleep, and the only movies that would play were Alvin and the Chipmunks and X-Men.
You know,
That was really overwhelming.
I told always like that. Ching ching.
like, come on.
Obviously.
Oh my god, that makes me think. Okay, so me and my friend, we were in line for a concert, and which one we were at? It was either in line. No, we were in line for 21 Pilots. Oh, hey,
We were in line for 21.
hey, it's
We were in
me.
line for 21 Pilots. Yes, tell us more.
We were in line for 21 Pilots, and it was the Paradise show specifically. And me and my friend, we were like, what's that one, where is that this melody from? Because we just kept singing la 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 la, and we were just like, what is that from? Like, literally, what is that from? But that's all we knew about it, was just la 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 la. So we were on TikTok just looking up la 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 la, like, just written out in like 70 different ways, and it's just so funny every single time I think about it, because it was literally just a scene from Alvin and the Chipmunks when he was singing inside of the dishwasher.
Do you know what the song was? Can you tell me what the song is now?
Oh, like, it was just a little thing that I was singing.
Oh, like it was just like an improvised little.
Yeah.
What's that melody?
Yeah. So thought that just reminded me of that for some reason.
Yes. No, I understand. I understand.
Continue.
Okay.
Love how we went from that to Alvin and the Chipmunks. Really good. Really, you really made that work.
While the patients who survived both the disease and the treatments left Waverly Hills through the front door, many others left through what came to be known as the body chute. Oh, we talked about this, yes. This enclosed tunnel for the dead led from the hospital to the railroad tracks at the bottom of the hill. Using a motorized rail and cable system, the bodies were lowered in secret to the waiting trains. This was done so that patients would not see how many were leaving the hospital as corpses. Their mental health, the doctors believed, was just as important as their physical health. I mean, that is relatively... I mean, relative to the time, relatively speaking, it's somewhat ethical.
Yeah, like, I'm like, okay, like, now that you say why you did that, like, okay, I understand.
Why I did that? Why they did that?
Why they did that.
Thank you.
Why they, them did that.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, okay, that makes sense though. You know,
No,
good.
yeah,
They
it
said,
makes a bit of quite a bit of sense actually, because I mean, being broken down is not really the best for trying to recover from something like this.
no, yeah. And I feel like when your mental health is bad, it's hard for you
Yeah.
to just get better in general.
Yeah. So I mean, at least they had that.
Yeah.
Let's see. By the late 1930s, tuberculosis had begun to decline around the world, and by 1943, new medicines had largely eradicated in the United States. Oh, had largely eradicated it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
Read it back.
American Haunting Sync, tell us, please. A small jump in new cases did occur after World War II, and many soldiers returning from the war were housed at Waverly Hills. Dr. Stewart noted in his autobiography that many of the soldiers had cases that were so advanced that they did not live for more than a week after arriving at the hospital.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
I'm so sorry. But you said Dr. Stewart, and the only thing that came to my brain was like Dr. Stewart Little at Wizards of Waverly Place. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What do you want from me? What do you want
from me? Yeah.
Speak that.
Let's see. In 1961, Waverly Hills was closed down, but was reopened a year later as Woodhaven Geriatric Sanitarium. There have been many rumors and stories told about patient mistreatment and unusual experiments during the years that the building was used as an old age home. Some of them have been proven to be false, but others have unfortunately turned out to be true. Electroshock therapy, which was considered to be highly effective in these days, was widely used for a variety of ailments. Budget cuts in the 1960s and the 1970s led to both horrible conditions and patient mistreatments, and in 1982, the state closed the facility for good.
Awesome. Yeah. I would think hearing electroshock therapy and then hearing that they had budget cuts, that does not sound like a good mix.
No, that does not. Yeah, no, I mean, because, like, a lot of these facilities didn't really get any funding from anyone at all because they believed in this. Especially at that time. Like, it was hardly considered that these people could actually need the help, truly, and they were just being punished for different things, and people were given power that they shouldn't, who shouldn't have been given power in this case, and it's just very sad.
No, yeah. It's always how it is.
Yeah. The buildings and land were auctioned off and changed hands many times over the course of the next 2 decades. In 1983, a developer purchased the property with plans to turn it into a minimum security prison for the state of Kentucky. Plans were dropped after neighbors protested, and a new idea to turn the former hospital into apartments was devised. A lack of financing caused this plan to be abandoned.
Damn.
In March of 1996, Waverly Hills and the surrounding land was bought by Robert Alberhaski, who ran Christ the Redeemer Foundation Incorporated. He had plans to construct the world's tallest statue of Jesus on the Waverly site, along with an art and worship center. The statue, which was inspired by the famed Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, was to be situated on the roof of the hospital at a cost of about $4 million. The next phase of his plan was to convert the sanatorium into a chapel, theater, and gift shop for another $8 million. Not surprisingly, donations to the project fell far short of what was expected. During the first year, only $3,000 was raised towards the effort, and the project was canceled in December of 1997.
They're like, bro, you're asking for way too much right now.
Imagine, okay, but what if he did this in the era of GoFundMe? Like,
If
I
he
want to
did
know
this
what
in
would have
the-
happened if he did this in the era of GoFundMe. Because the thing is, if he posted about this on TikTok, I feel like, oh my gosh, he would get so many donations.
He would have gotten so many donations. It's insane. Like,
Okay. Wait, like what? You were about to say something. Did I cut you off?
no,
That's it?
keep going.
Okay. Albert Haskey abandoned the Waverly Hills property, and then, in order to recoup some of his costs, tried to have the property condemned so that the buildings could be torn down and redeveloped. This plan was blocked by the county, and according to rumor, demolition work was then done around the southern edge of the building in order to undermine the structural foundations and collect insurance money. This scheme also failed, and in 2001, Waverly Hills was sold to Charlie and Tina Mattingly, the current owners of the property. So, they hadn't been in possession for very long. This is our deeper dive into more research. So yeah. By 2001, the once stately building had been nearly destroyed by time. The elements and the vandals who came here looking for a thrill. By the elements and the vandals who came here looking for a thrill. Waverly Hills had become the local haunted house, and it became a magnet for the homeless looking for shelter and teenagers who broke in looking for ghosts. The hospital soon gained a reputation for being haunted, and stories began to circulate of resident ghosts, like the little girl who was seen running up and down the third-floor solarium, the little boy who was spotted with a leather ball, the hearse that appeared in the back of the building, dropping off coffins, the woman with the bleeding wrists who cried for help, and others. Visitors told of slamming doors, lights in the windows, as if power was still running through the building, and strange sounds and eerie footsteps in empty rooms.
No.
Yeah. The little boy with the leather ball. I think I remember, because this was talked about on And That's Why We Drink. Yes, we are talking about them again. We love you.
Yes, of course. Classic.
The best.
Classic.
Classic. But they, I think they talked about the little boy wanting to play with people. The little boy seemed benign from what I can remember. Still scary.
Yeah.
Not gonna trust it. Not gonna invite it in. But like, at least not terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other legends told of a man in a white coat who was seen walking in the kitchen, and the smell of cooking food that sometimes wafted through the room. The kitchen was a disaster, a ruin of broken windows, fallen plaster, broken tables and chairs, and puddles of water and debris that resulted from a leaking roof. The cafeteria had not fared much better. Even so, a number of people had reported footsteps in the room, a door swinging shut under its own power, and the smell of fresh baked bread in the air.
Okay. Did the food smell good though?
No, yeah, it's the smell of fresh baked bread in the air. So, even if it's like ominous and scary, at least the smell.
At least it smells like freshly baked bread.
No, like, I'll take that. No. I won't take it. But if I have to choose, I'll choose that one.
No, yeah. But
Yeah.
then I just be like, but where's the bread?
No, yeah,
'Cause
then
I
just
wanna
get
try
hungry.
it.
Then I just get hungry.
I'd be like, hold on. Does Uber Eats deliver here?
um, perhaps the greatest and most controversial legend of Waverly Hills was connected to the 5th floor of the building. This floor of the old hospital consisted
floors.
of what?
I forgot that this bitch was 5 floors.
Yeah, no, it's huge now. It's not 2 stories anymore.
Yeah.
This floor of the old hospital consisted of 2 nurses' stations, a pantry, a linen room, medicine room, and 2 medium-sized rooms on both sides of the 2 nurses' stations. One of these, room 502, is the subject of many rumors and legends, and just about every curiosity seeker that had broken into Waverly Hills over the years wanted to see it. This is where, according to the stories, people have seen shapes moving in the windows, have heard disembodied voices, and, if the legends are to be believed, have even jumped to their deaths.
Oh. Wait, like people who visited? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I need you to reread that last part.
This is where, according to the stories, people have seen shapes moving in the windows, have heard disembodied voices, and, if the legends are to be believed, have even jumped to their deaths. Like some of the patients, or some of the people that visited.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
Because we know what, because like some, unfortunately, a lot of tall building sites that are abandoned end up being prime spots for very unfortunate events to occur, such as this.
Oh yeah.
So whether or not it was abandoned, it is very. I think it would make it makes sense.
Yeah. It's still just like crazy.
Type of environment that it was. Very, very, very dark. Even if you're just going and visiting, like, much after the fact.
Yeah, but like, even why would you even visit? Like, this goes back to, I say this every single time.
Every episode.
Why would you go? Literally, you won't see me there. Like, that's just...
You will not catch me there.
I won't be there, sorry. That's just not in the cards for me.
Let's see.
But also just like, why would you want to go in the first place? Like, you hear all these things and you're just like, oh yeah, I need to go. But why? Questions. If you go to these places or want to go to these places, let us know, because why you go. Like, what makes you drawn to going? Because genuinely, I would like to know.
I can kind of understand the curiosity of it, but that's the furthest that I'll get. Anyways.
Yeah.
According to the stories, a nurse was found dead in room 502 in 1928. She had committed suicide by hanging herself from the light fixture. She was 29 years old at the time of her death, unmarried and pregnant. Her depression over the situation led her to take her own life. It's unknown how long she may have been hanging in this room before her body was discovered, and this would not be the only tragedy to occur with a connection to room 502.
Jesus Christ.
Oh! In 1932, another nurse who worked in the same room jumped from the roof patio and plunged several stories to her death. No one seems to know why she would have done this, but many have speculated that she may have actually been pushed over the edge. There are no records to indicate this, but rumors continue to persist.
That's actually insane. But that's so sad. So yeah, what the heck is going on in 502? Definitely gonna be staying far away from 502.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Does it get worse?
Let's see. Hold on, because this person, AmericanHauntingSync.com/WaverlyTB. It says that they visited.
Oh, okay. Be interested.
It was literally a dark and stormy night when we arrived at the hospital, and it had been raining all day. Hospital. I'm gonna start over again.
Okay.
It was literally a dark and stormy night when we arrived at the hospital, and it had been raining all day. I was looking forward to seeing the place, no matter what the weather, and not because I was convinced that I would meet one of the former patients face to face. It was simply to experience the place for myself. By this time, I had traveled all over the country and had been to hundreds of places that were alleged to be haunted. I had felt just this same way before exploring all of them, so Waverly Hills was no different. To me, it was just an old, spooky building with a fascinating history. The fact that it was alleged. I've heard both. I have heard both. Alleged
I've heard
to be
both
haunted
as well.
simply added to the experience. I had long since abandoned the idea of expecting too much. After meeting with the owners, we went inside and started our exploration of the building. The building was almost silent. All that I could hear was the sound of our own footsteps, our hushed voices, and the drip of rain as it slipped through the cracks in the roof and splashed onto the floor. I was given the full guided tour and saw various rooms, the treatment areas, the kitchen, morgue, and on and on. We climbed the stairs to the top floor, and I saw the legendary room 502, as well as the lights of Louisville as they reflected off the low and ominous-looking clouds that had gathered above the city. The only floor that we skipped over was the 4th, but my friend explained that this was the only floor in the building for which the entrance was kept locked, and he had saved it for last. When we finally arrived on the 4th floor, I got the distinct feeling that something strange was in the air. I make absolutely no claims of any psychic ability whatsoever, but there was just something about this floor of the hospital that felt different than any of the others. What had been nothing more than just an old, ramshackle and broken down building suddenly seemed different. I can't really put into words what felt so strange about it, but it almost seemed to be a tangible presence that I had not encountered anywhere else in the place, and right away eerie things started to happen. We had entered the floor in what I believe was the center of the building. Behind us was a wing that I was told was not safe to enter. Sections of the floor had fallen in, and this area was off limits to tours and visitors. The strange thing about it was that both of us clearly heard the sounds of doors slamming from this part of the building. I can assure the reader that it was not just the wind either. The wind was not strong enough that night to have moved those heavy doors, and this clearly sounded as though someone was closing them very hard. When I questioned my friend about who else could be up there with us, he explained to me about how unsafe the floors were in that section. I investigated on my own and determined that he was correct. There was no one walking around on that part of the 4th floor. I switched off my flashlight, and we walked down the corridor using only the dim ambient light from outside. The hallway runs through the center of the building, and on either side of it are former patients' rooms. Beyond the rooms is the porch area that opens to the outside. It was there where the patients were placed to take in the fresh air. There was no glass ever placed in the huge outer windows, which has left the interior of the floor open to the elements ever since. On this night, the windows also illuminated the corridor thanks to the low hanging clouds that glowed with the lights of Louisville. We walked down through the dark, murky corridor, and I began to see shadows that flickered back and forth. I was sure that it was a trick of the eye, though likely caused by the lights. I was sure that it was a trick of the eye, though, likely caused by the lights or the wind moving something outside. But it was where the corridor angled to the right that I got a look at something that was definitely not a trick of the eye. Ew.
No, so absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a trick.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
In order for the reader to understand what I saw, I have to explain that the hallway ahead of us continued straight for a short distance and then turned sharply to the right. In the early 1900s, most institutions of this type were designed in this manner. It was what was dubbed the batwing design, which meant that there was a main center in each building, and then the wings extended left and right, then angled again so that they ran slightly backward like a bird or bat wings. Directly at the angle ahead of us was a doorway that led into a treatment room. I only noticed the doorway in the darkness because the dim light from the windows beyond it had caused it to glow slightly. This made it impossible to miss since it was straight ahead of us. We took a few more steps and then, without warning, the clear, distinct silhouette of a man crossed the lighted doorway, passed into the hall, and then vanished into a room on the other side of the corridor. I got a distinct look at the figure, and I know that it was a man, and that he was wearing what appeared to be a long white drape that could have been a doctor's coat. The sighting only lasted a few seconds, but I knew what I'd seen. And for some reason, it shocked and startled me so badly that I screamed and grabbed a hold of my friend's jacket.
I would have done the same exact thing.
Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I actually hate that. So
Yeah.
that was a trick. Your mind was playing a trick on you. That never happened.
It's okay.
Never happened. Never happened.
Oof. Okay. Well. Oof. Anyways, back to rambling with the Redditors. I just needed to bring that in because I want to
No, it's okay.
showcase that plot, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, so I have another one from Reddit user ShadowPerson502 posted in the subreddit r/paranormal. I have worked as a volunteer at the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, and I have been on many tours and investigations. I will start by... Oh. Your connection got really bad. Oh, it looks so funny. No, your connection's like... Oh, you're like frozen right now, dude. Oh. Welcome back, everyone. We had to take a cute little break for a second there because we were having some technical difficulties with the connection because storms.
Vibes.
Change.
Dude,
So we are starting back up again with Rambling with the Redditors. Yay! This is a post by ShadowPerson502 in the subreddit r/paranormal. It was 7 years ago. And they said, I have worked at the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. I've worked as a volunteer at the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, and I have been on many tours and investigations. I will start by saying... Ooh, that was something really hard. I will start by saying this. It doesn't matter who you are or what your beliefs are. Things happen in that building that are not explainable. I have seen people get possessed. Ooh. And I've heard something attempt to take control of me as well.
I'm sorry. Whoa.
Voices with nobody around. I have smelled cigars when nobody was smoking. I have been pushed up against a wall, seen a doppelganger, watched inanimate objects move on their own.
I'm gonna drink to that. Jesus.
Cheers, like.
Absolutely not.
No, can't do that.
Is this person serious?
I mean, I would think so.
No, dude, what the fuck?
Again, I'm reading this from Reddit. None of this is fact checked, but take it how you want to take it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, excuse me. That's a good point.
Yeah. So I mean, don't spook yourself too much, but
Don't think about it too much.
much. The most impressive thing to me is when I was doing an overnight investigation with 2 small groups in the building. I walked down to where the restrooms are while my significant other, cousin, and his wife were standing on the 4th floor along with a couple of people from the other group. My significant other is a complete non-believer. She refuses to accept anything as being paranormal. When I walked back up to the 4th floor, they weren't there. I ended up finding all of them on the 2nd floor, shaking. After I had walked downstairs, they all saw the same exact thing at the same time. Keep in mind, a couple of them are total strangers. They all saw a very large black shadow move towards them in the hallway, as well as a smaller shadow come crawling on the floor rapidly.
Oh my god. Absolutely not. Oh no. No, I hate that. Oh, that's actually the worst image that I could imagine. Oh, I hate that. Oh,
Crawling on the floor was already a lot, and then they added rapidly as an
brother.
adjective at the end of the sentence,
Like,
and
dude,
just ruined me.
did you really need to add that adjective? Think about it for a second. Did you really need to? No, you didn't.
Oh my god.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay.
My significant other, who doesn't believe, was in tears. None of the people in that group would go back to the 4th floor. It really is something to take a total skeptic and let them see something so unexplainable for themselves. I will throw this out there. Hopefully it is allowed, but I would be happy to answer any questions about anyone has. I am not, nor have I ever been paid by Waverly Hills. That place is truly amazing to me. Interesting. Let's see what the replies are.
Yeah, I want to know what the replies say.
Do you want me to just go down and read a lot of them?
Read some. Read like 2.
Okay. Wow. It must have been so... Oh, this is from Kimberletto. Kimberletto. Wow. It must have been so surreal for your friends / significant other to see these shadows so clearly. Was the one on the floor a crawling human form? Ew. I would love to hear more about the doppelganger. Ew, yeah, that too.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
The person replied, it was a humanoid form, but it was moving faster than a human could move in that
Oh, no.
Ooh, I've seen the same figure on the walls before, moving like a... I was working in the haunted house and it was very slow that night. 3 or 4 of us all hung out in one room between groups. This room had lights in it, so we could all see pretty well. We watched one of the other workers whose room was at the opposite end of the haunt walk right past us. We thought it was odd since his room wasn't anywhere near ours. Literally a few seconds after we saw him walk through, he came through again. I'm talking in one door and out the other, then immediately repeated. There was no way anybody could have done that in such a short amount of time. We said something to him the second time along the lines of, hey, didn't you just walk through here? He said he didn't, which he couldn't have. He looked at us funny. Then someone said, must have been a doppelganger. He freaked out on us, got very serious, and told us not to ever mention that word inside that building ever again. Nothing happened to him that I know of. It was really odd to witness, though. This is another situation where all 3 of us that were standing there saw the exact same thing.
Okay, so
this is so
I actually bitch, I'm like looking behind me right now, like freaking out. Like, oh my god.
Turn on the overhead light. All of a sudden the overhead light.
I'm like, all of a sudden I am a big light fan. Like, turn the big light on. Like, oh brother, I hate this actually. It's insane. It's crazy. Because I literally hate this. That's crazy. Never going to Wizards of Waverly Place.
Gosh. Okay. My experiences with possessions. This is from the same person. Okay. We were working the haunted house one night, and the crowd was surprisingly slow. One of the actors for the haunt was a major skeptic and had brought in a ball to try to play with little Timmy. Oh
my. Okay.
Okay, first mistake. For those that don't know, there are balls all over the building, and they have been known to move on their own. This is said to be a little boy, Timmy, playing with them. Well, the actor had set the ball down and kept repeating, "Come on, Tim. Play with the ball, Tim." Oh. He did this multiple times throughout the night. When another break came in the customers, he went to summon Timmy again. However, this time he just completely collapsed. One of the guys in the room was an EMT and rushed to him. We splashed some water on him, and immediately he looked up at us, then proceeded to do this backwards crab walk thing off the back of the stage he was on. We ran back to him and splashed water on him again as he appeared unconscious again. He looked at us and asked how the hell he got back there on the ground. We told him and he didn't remember any of it. The creepiest part about it was after the first time he collapsed, when he looked at us, his eyes were solid black. No whites in his eyes.
No. I would like to hear from the other people that were there. I want to hear multiple perspectives because I have to convince myself that this did not happen.
Now, the theory that the parapsychologist has here is that there is an evil demonic being in the building, and due to the popularity of people playing with Timmy, the demonic being has started responding to the same name. This demonic being responded to the actor's calls for Timmy and attempted to possess him, which is what happened.
Awesome.
Ugh. It is important to remember that the demonic being answers to and calls himself Timmy.
So that's awesome. That's great and splendid. Not like I was planning to go there, but not gonna ever say that name.
Deterring me so much more.
No, like for real. I'm like
that I'm reading all this because
going on my list of places to stay away from.
Yeah, for real. The last overnight investigation I had there is by far the most incredible I've ever had. The night started out slow, very little activity. We went and talked to the parapsychologist. Yeah, that's right, parapsychologist, who wound up bringing some of his high-tech equipment into the building with us. We started in the lobby, which is also used in the haunted house. We had an FM frequency scanner, a mag light, and an electromagnetic field / temperature sensor. Ooh, EMF and temperatures. Nice.
Okay.
After what seemed like forever, we started
They made AMFs?
After what seemed like forever, we started getting responses. It had gotten to the point where he could request an action such as touch the little light on the electrofield meter and it would go off. Finally, the FM scanner started spitting out words. He had asked who we were talking to, and it responded with Tim. Oh. It then proceeded to tell us that it was pissed because of all the people, and that it had recognized the two of them. Now, in another comment, I had mentioned that there were two of us from the haunted house on this tour. Myself and the other actor from the haunt were the ones it recognized. Everything went silent and still. After several minutes, we had moved up to the roof. This is where it got really messed up. Wait, so it wasn't messed up to begin with? Okay.
You mentioned all these other things that happened before, and you're like, and this is when it really got messed up. What are you actually talking about, dude?
Talking about? On the roof, Tim made his presence known through the FM scanner. The word kill started repeating as well as fucking pissed. And while the
Bruh,
parapsychologist was
started singing
speaking, it kept on saying, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay, SZA, chill. It's literally singing SZA. I just killed my ass. Not the best idea. Like literally.
All
He's
I
singing
know is this
along.
feeling of complete and utter hatred for our parapsychologist guide came for me. Oh, came over me.
Oh.
I had this sudden urge to push him off the building. Ooh. My cousin who was sitting next to me started shaking me. He said I had started rocking back and forth and shaking. Once he had shaken me, all was well again. I feel that since I was recognized, I was chosen as a host. Let me tell you, fine people possessions are very real, and they are terrifying. I have not been back since this happened. I'm sure I will return someday, but I will be very careful.
I would never return. Not like I was planning to go in the first place, but I would never return.
Yeah, POV, I wasn't going to go, but I am further not likely to go anymore.
Yeah, like now I'm like, I don't even want to be in the same town.
Oh, goodness.
Not the ooh.
Okay, so sorry.
What?
I'm sending you the link right now.
Okay.
That's what the death shoot looks like.
Okay, I'm not even gonna click on the link. I'm just gonna look at it. That's enough. That is enough of that. Mm-hmm.
So,
Gonna look.
lots of concrete, deepness, scary sewerness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. Wow. Don't love that.
Yeah, that looks
So, there's that picture of
looks
that.
terrible, actually.
We will include it in the video after the fact. So,
I'm gonna cleanse our group, our messages. Don't want to see that.
ooh, there's another one. I think you'll hate me for sending you the link to this.
Cleansing the timeline.
Cleansing the timeline. Ronnie cleansed the timeline by texting me in response to the death shoot selfie of Bang Chan
From Stray Kids.
looking perfect. This was posted in r/paranormal encounters by Floor Optimal 4012. Girlfriend took
Okay.
this photo on our Waverly Hills sanatorium tour. A couple months back, me and my girlfriend went to Waverly Hills as we are local and have never been. We took a lot of pictures of pure darkness in hopes of getting something, and after our tour, looking through them, we definitely got something, to say the least. Phone at max brightness and zoom down the hallway. Lady in a white gown staring right at us.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
If
okay.
you
Do you want
you
me?
send that, I'm gonna spam. Just know that.
Okay, I will. I'm going to send it for the sake of you seeing it too.
Okay.
You can delete it immediately, or I can like unsend it after.
I'm gonna cleanse the timeline.
You see right at the end of the hall.
Nope. Mm-mm. Cleansing the timeline.
Ooh,
Cleansing the
I don't like that,
timeline.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Cleansing
I
the
hate that it's mostly
timeline.
red too.
Cleansing the timeline.
Oh, okay. And the last thing I have is the Ghost Adventures fandom wiki. I'm going to be reading some excerpts from there.
Okay.
So during the episode, they recorded some evidence, and they have a list of the evidence on the fandom wiki for Ghost Adventures,
Okay.
which lovely because it's super easy to organize.
Yeah.
So the physical contact they experienced, Nick starts getting pains in his sides like pressure is squeezing him. Fun. So for
Damn,
for
that's
their
an old episode then.
EVPs, they recorded these quotes. Give me a break. Remember me?
Remember.
That would be evil. I forgot to make him smile. Keep on dragging from the bad drugs we took. Going to get Zach. You're not going to make it. I'll keep him. 2010. Nurse, come here. Make my bed. Nurse? He can't stop you.
And we can't stop.
Good luck tonight.
Good luck, Charlie.
So what?
I'm still a rock star.
You got messed up heartbeats.
This is just actually just song association for me.
I'm reading you EVPs and you... Oh, this is just you coping. Residual noises, they heard whistling, they heard steps, they heard moaning, and banging. The last two were a little bit questionable.
Yeah, the whistling, I just think of Hunger Games.
Oh my god. That's not even funny, that's sad.
Yeah.
So they got EMF fluctuations. One of their REM pods goes off more than 3 times. And ironically, when Zach says to walk away from it, it stops buzzing and goes back off. Ugh. Zach claims an unseen force grabs his ankle. Physical contact again. Zach begins to get an overwhelming sense of laziness while in the morgue. He just didn't want to do his job.
He's like, fuck it, let's chill, guys. Like,
visual sighting. Aaron claims to have seen Nick's doppelganger. I hate the doppelganger sightings.
Dude, actually get that out of my...
Physical contact. Aaron claims to have had an energy hit him and chase him out of a room. And using the full spectrum camera, they were able to capture 2 black apparitions moving down and across the hallway.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And hold on. I'm gonna copy this image link. It's not a scary picture, it's just a picture of what it looks like of the sanatorium during the day. So it's not so terrifying. But I just wanted you to see what it looked like. Like, it's big. Like, that's what I meant when I...
Oh, yeah, that's...
Big, like a high school
okay.
Big.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was imagining. Cool.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty much all that we have for the Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
That's crazy.
What do you think? Will you be okay going to sleep tonight in general at all?
Oh no, I have to be up early anyway, so I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna be up thinking about this week, looking over my shoulder constantly.
You're gonna have, like, all the lights on to go to sleep.
No, for real, like literally gonna turn every single light on in my apartment right now.
Yeah.
And like have the LEDs at the brightest possible. I'm like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Oh, I'm so sorry if any of you heard my throat go crazy just now.
It's okay. My throat has been making some noises occasionally here and there, so you're not... I stand with you.
We stand with each other. Oh, it did it again.
Wow.
Yeah, no, we gotta stop that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this new setup. I'm recording on my computer with my phone and everything. And Ronnie's doing the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. If the connection was better, Ronnie wouldn't be so choppy right now, but we gotta just blame the connection. It's Ronnie. It's not Ronnie's fault. Streamborn Pink.
Got that today. Really excited about it.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please follow me on... Well, please follow the podcast. Please rate the podcast on Spotify podcasts. Please...
Yes.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please comment. Tell us what you want to hear about. Tell us what you thought of the episode. Tell us what you want to cover, what you want us to cover next. And yeah.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next week.
We'll see y'all soon.
Please enjoy all of the sounds that I play throughout the episode later.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna choose to play, but it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I got a notification. And it just like went in my ear and was like, my bad. Jesus Christ.
okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for sipping your sippy sippersons with us. And yeah, thanks for joining us on this terrifying journey of discovery. It was really fun. Yay.
It was scary.
Yeah,
it was
fun.
quite.
It was scary. We're gonna sleep with the lights on tonight. Hope you sleep with the lights on tonight. Just kidding. Don't necessarily do that. Don't waste electricity. But take care of yourself.
You get what we mean.
Take care of yourself within reason. Anyways, love y'all.
Talk to you guys next week.
Literally love y'all. Literally love. Hold on. Wait. Love y'all. Where is it? Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Okay, is it just not gonna let me?
I guess it's just.
Why does my phone hate me? Why does my phone hate me? Like, actually, this is kind of annoying.